The Miami Dolphins get their second win here in the NFL preseason as they win game number 3 against the Atlanta Falcons 17-6 at CW Stadium in Orlando. The Miami Dolphins actually had a pretty good game when it came to their first team offense and defense. There were a couple unnecessary penalties that did happen, but there was a very good game, in my opinion, towards the offense and defense for the first team. I felt like Ryan Tannehill, despite that one interception that was tipped at the offensive line, played really, really good. I felt that the defense played really good. And one thing that I think stands out from this game, or two things really, that stands out from this game in terms of the first team offense, I think it starts with the passing by Tannehill and the fact that there weren't a lot of drop passes. You saw Jordan Cameron was finally catching tough passes. Devontae Parker was catching some tough passes, and so was Jarvis Landry. So it was really nice to see that get back to there, and you still saw Kenny Stills here and there. I thought it was a very good overall first-team offense game. Arian Foster had a touchdown. He ran pretty well. He had 30 yards. Jay Ajayi had 23. He wasn't as good. And then Ryan Tannehill had 177 passing yards. So not amazing stats, but you got to remember they only played the first half, and it still was a very good game by the first-team offense. Now, when it comes to the first-team defense, they also had a very good game. And what I think stands out for the first-team defense is that Cameron Wake, he had his first game since I believe his injury was in November or October. I'm not too 100% positive when his injury was. But his first snap in an NFL game since then, and the dude almost gets a sack. On his first snap, it was a 3rd and 9 in the first quarter, and almost sacks Matt Ryan and gets a hit on him. I think that is critical for the Miami Dolphins, because if he's coming off the line already and he's playing like that, that's in you. Like, they talk about how they can know when a guy is supposed to be great. That's within Cameron Wake. He hasn't played in forever, and he already is able to get to the quarterback, which I think was an amazing thing to see, and I think it was a great job by the Miami Dolphins first-team defense. Byron Maxwell had a couple of good plays here and there. I thought his coverage was very, very good. You saw Tony Lippett still needs a lot of work. They're trying to groom him into being the corner that they want him to, but you haven't seen much, but it looks like he's been playing at least a little bit okay. And then we did see some good snaps out of Bobby McCain. You saw some good things. You saw some good things out of Brandon Harris, which is always really interesting. I was watching him a lot when I was seeing him on, like when I was watching the defense and he was out there. This was coming into the second and third team defense. I saw a lot of good plays out of him where he was locating the football. He'd be running towards where the guys would be with the ball. So guys running with the ball, he was be able to locate that and go very quickly. He wouldn't get the tackle, but he'd be there. So if someone messed up, he was right there. So I thought that was very, very good, and I thought that was a very good change for the Miami Dolphins to see in terms of their defense. When it comes to the second-team offense, I didn't like what I saw. I mean, Damian Williams, yeah, he had a touchdown, but besides that, it wasn't really that great. I mean, nothing was very, very good, and nothing looked like it was going to be amazing. It was just kind of like it was just weird. It wasn't like the very best game that they could have. The running wasn't very good. The passing wasn't good. I mean, Dicer had a couple good plays here and there. But I think the Dolphins really have to find out what they're going to do with Dicer and Dowdy, because let's say for whatever reason Tannehill does go down, which he rarely does because he's just such a durable guy. Let's say he does go down. Are you going to trust having Dicer or Dowdy? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with Matt Moore. He's going to be in concussion protocol. So are you fine trusting Brandon Dowdy and Zach Dicer to run that offense? Me personally, I wouldn't be very fine with that, and I wouldn't trust that. But you have to see what happens there, and you have to see what goes on with that second team offense and second string, third string quarterback. When it comes down to the defense, I felt like there were some standout guys who had a couple good plays. The one thing that shook me, I almost fell out of my chair. I bounced off of my bed and came back up, was the Shamil Gary hit. Oh my gosh, that guy has already been playing pretty good during the preseason, showing that he needs a spot on that team. But wow, like what a fumble, and forced a fumble. I thought it was recovered, but there was some bobbling that happened, by Lafayette Pitts. But I thought it was just a pretty good. I mean, that hit shook me. I went like back in my chair, bounced off of my bed, almost fell to the ground. I thought it was amazing. I was just like, holy god damn. Like, it was just pretty crazy. But guys, it was a very good game for the Miami Dolphins. You notice I didn't post yesterday, which was Wednesday, and I said I was going to post Wednesdays. But since the game for the Dolphins was today, I thought that I should just wait and then post a video today going around the Miami Dolphins game. Adam Gase had a very good night as well, obviously calling plays. You saw he was letting Ryan Tannehill audible. Kenny Stills, Rashad Jones had a good interception at the goal line that stopped Atlanta from getting a touchdown. Everything was just in sync for the Miami Dolphins, and I thought it was a very good, basically very good job for them to just have a good game. And I thought it was a good game, and we'll have to see what they do next week, which next Thursday, we're playing the Tennessee Titans. I will be going to that game. So in our next video of a Miami Dolphins game review, which will be next Thursday night, probably it'll be posted Friday afternoon, Friday morning, mid-morning, around there. It'll have videos and pictures that I'll be taking of the game because I'm going to be sitting in section 118, I believe. So I'll be there. So it'll have videos I'm taking, and I think it'll be pretty cool to have stuff that I'm taking instead of what the Dolphins are taking. But guys, that'll be all from me. My franchise team announcement will be coming tomorrow. I think you guys are going to like what I pick, and I think you're going to like how I structure it. So, guys, I will see you next time. Peace.